cool deal. You got white on left cross.
All right, let's have your attention, please. I'm going to ask you to do a couple things before we get started. First thing is I need you to be respectful as each group presents their campaign. Always remember, it could be you. These individuals have chosen to come up and share their thoughts about our school, and I need you to be respectful during this time. If you can't be respectful, I'll ask you to leave. So please do what's right, and let's have a good day.
Before we get started, Adam Lucky, Miss Frickman just told me that you're needed in the front office for something. I think your mom needs you. Let's get started. Good afternoon and welcome to the 2013-2014 Student Government Elections. Please stand for the pledge.
United States of America, and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
This past year, the student government of Indian Hill continued to serve the student body of the Indian Hill High School by running successful blood drives, a canned food drive for the victims of Hurricane Sandy, a humorous and entertaining talent show, a fun and food-filled Teacher Appreciation Week, and what we hope will be one of the most fun and well-attended music fests to date. But being a part of student government is more than just running drives and communicating the ideas of the students to the higher powers of Indian Hill. Being a part of student government is being a representative of our school. It is being a role model to other students and a leader not only inside of our school walls, but also on the sports field, on a stage, or in the community. Members of Indian Hill student government are proud to call themselves Braves. They aren't afraid of making mistakes, are honest, thoughtful, and willing to listen. They are approachable and kind. They have ideas for the future and the drive to make our school a better place. Each year brings in its own new opportunities and new challenges. Austin, Hugh, Claudia, and I had many hurdles to overcome. Mike Sewell, Emma Gould, Anna Ritchie, and Tommy McClure had their own, and the list goes on and on. Last year, we, fortunately for us, and maybe unfortunately for you, ran unopposed in our campaign for student body. But this year, you have a choice. Pick who you feel can tackle the challenges that will present themselves in the year to come. You are choosing from two teams of exceptionally qualified candidates to determine which of whom will represent you and your ideas. In a few moments, each student body team will be showing you the video that they have made to entertain you. This video not only serves as an example of their sense of humor, but also their ability to work together as a team and produce something for you. Jacob Logeman helped oversee the productions that you were about to see. So if he's here, I'd like everybody to just kind of thank him because he is... It has been a privilege to represent this student body, and now it's up to you in the audience to continue the tradition of excellence that is Indian Hill. So sit back, relax, and let's watch the video from our first group of candidates, Jeff Ferguson and Corey Zhu. Yeah.
My name is Actually, I was just thinking about running for student body president.
That's a great idea.
But do you have anybody in mind for vice president?
Oh, Corey Sue. Corey Sue. I have him in mind. Oh, listen, 400 hours of community service, the founder of the Ultimate Frisbee team, and 3 years of experience in student government. He would be perfect. He'd be a great guy.
I better go get him.
I think you should get him.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
Oh, you of all people.
Look out, man.
That was crazy. I think I just gotta find Corey. Where could he be? Zach? Of course. I know where Corey is. You know, I was just thinking, would you run for student body with me?
Oh, 真喜欢跑步。No, I said I'd love to run with you.
Great, but that means we need a whole cabinet.
Yeah, we need a treasurer who's smart.
Proficient in math.
Gives back to the community.
Lots of community service hours.
It's gonna be tough.
Who can we get?
Is that Mr. Millard?
Hey, you know, we were just in China Island, and we were trying to think of someone.
Have you guys, I gotta stop you there. Have you had the vegetable lo mein?
I haven't.
Oh my gosh, it is out of this world. You gotta check it out sometime now.
We were just there, and we were actually trying to think of someone who'd be a good student body treasurer. Did you have anyone in mind?
Student body treasurer. Well, let me think. Amish Meglik.
Yeah.
He'd be great, because, you know, he, wasn't he like president of Slam Dunk for LLS?
He was.
He's been on student council for like 3 years, I think now. And, let me think. That's right. He's the guy. That dude has something like over 350 hours of community service. It's ridiculous.
He would be perfect.
It's off the hook. Oh my gosh, plus, I think if I'm not mistaken, didn't he give some kid his liver or something?
Oh, this guy's perfect.
I don't know about that, but
We have to get.
we gotta,
You know what?
we gotta
If
get
he
mine.
did- If you didn't, he hasn't yet, maybe.
Let's go. Let's go.
Thank you, Mr. Millard.
Hey, anytime, guys.
And welcome to Indian Hills, Who Wants to Be a Millionaire? With our guest, Amish Meglik. Amish, we have 2 questions for you. Are you ready to start? I am. Let's begin with the first question. Amish, what color is the White House? What color is the White House?
I want to say
Blue. The White
Domino's? Yeah, can I get a large pepperoni pizza?
2.
Can we get 2 large pepperoni pizzas? All right, thank you.
White. Is that your final answer?
Yes.
That is correct. Question 1 has been answered. We now move on to question 2. Animesh, we need the limit to the following function. The limit.
Why can't I remember anything about limits? Mr. Adam got his haircut. Oh God, he looks so cute. If the limit never approaches anything, the limit does not exist. The limit does not exist!
Is that your final answer?
Yes.
Animesh, you have won $1 million and a date with Jillian Scale.
Jillian Scale! Yes! Yes!
How do I even begin to explain Jillian Scale?
Jillian Scale is fabulous. She has 2 Fendi purses and a silver Lexus.
I heard her hair is insured for $10,000.
I hear she does car commercials in Japan.
Her favorite movie is Mean Girls.
One time she met John Stamos on a plane.
And he told her she was pretty.
I heard she moved here from Africa.
And he heard she's a TSL.
So fat.
She's already been in student government.
Jillian Scale bought army pants and flip-flops, so I bought army pants and flip-flops.
She started angering Rakesby.
As a sophomore.
She's in premieres and powwow.
One time she punched me in the face.
I don't know. I just want to date with Jillian Scale.
Jillian Scale.
Jillian Scale.
But she'd be a perfect student body secretary.
Yeah, you're right. Come on, let's go. Let's go.
What's going on?
Jeff, we're gonna be late for the student body elections.
Oh my God, what time is it?
Come on, go!
Thank you, Joey. The car looks great. Where are my front tires? Oh, shut up.
Well, we've been running everywhere anyways. Let's just run to the high school.
All right, let's go, guys.
Who is that? What's going on?
Drew, what are you doing here?
Well, I'm looking for my girlfriend, so if you guys see her, could you ask her, Jessica, will you go to prom with me? Thanks, guys. You're the best.
See you later, Drew.
Yeah, see ya. Good luck, guys.
Jillian definitely wore the wrong shoes for this, guys. Come on, we gotta get in there.
Corey Zhu, Animesh, and Jillian Scale.
For those of you who don't know me, my name is Jeff Ferguson, and I'm running for student body president, along with 3 other excellent candidates who are allowed to introduce themselves.
Hello, I'm Corey Zhu, and I will be running for the student body vice president position.
I'm Animesh Magvik. I'll be running for treasurer.
I'm Jillian Scale, and I'll be running for student body secretary.
First off, we just want to talk to you guys about why we want to run for student body and kind of what made us choose to take on this responsibility. And the most basic reason is all 4 of us genuinely care about Indian Hill, and we all care about what happens at the school. And for that reason, we've all taken part in lots of school activities, especially student government, since our freshman year.
Which leads us to our next point, experience. Collectively, the 4 of us have 12 years of student government, which means that we know how student government operates.
We know what's best for what works and what doesn't work. We know the best ways to communicate with teachers and students. Student body officers are essentially in charge of student government, so the prior experience is very essential.
Another reason why we want to run for student body is that we have a detailed, realistic set of goals for the 2013-2014 school year. Now, we've talked extensively with Dr. Shelton about how to make these goals a reality and fix problems that we see in our everyday school day. And our first problem that we would like to address is community service opportunities.
In addition to our current obligations as student body officers, we want to lead an effort to create more opportunities and a monthly community service plan for all students. Now, this community service plan will be offered so you students can get, especially your white hours, quickly and efficiently before year end.
Now, this past year, we've had a great initiative made for Habitat for Humanity. However, it's restrictive because it's only available for seniors, and also it replaces senior projects. This coming year, we hope to change that, and we want to make community service available easily for every grade. Also, we want to make it a decision rather than a necessity to replace senior project with a service project.
Now, the next thing that we want to address next year would be printing in the library. I know right now printing is kind of unreliable, and I was just there the other day, took 20 minutes to log on the computer and then 20 minutes for come out of the printer. And we really don't want you guys to have to worry about getting your assignments printed in time for class. So we've talked to Dr. Shelton about the possibility of printing directly from personal computers, as well as having designated printing stations that are always logged in.
However, even if this doesn't work, we've also talked to Dr. Shelton about lowering the amount of printed assignments altogether. Now, this wouldn't take place of written tests that we enjoy taking rather than on the computer, but more essays and other printed assignments could be handed in through online methods.
Now, aside from the printing issue, we have noticed an issue in MP. Now, MP is designed for students to complete assignments and tests that they may have late or need to make up, and also go to clubs and activities that they're a part of. However, the 30 minutes with an MP is restricted and does not give you enough time to do all these things. So throughout the year, we will be having activity periods which will give you enough time. Occasionally, instead of a double block, we'll have an X block that will be the activity period and give you students enough time to go to new clubs and go to your own club and participate in them.
Now, I don't know about you guys, but I was totally, freshman year, I went and signed up for every single club at the activity fair, and then I really quickly realized that I didn't have enough time, I barely had enough time to do the clubs that I was passionate about. And so that was a problem, but this X block will hopefully solve this problem. And I know on the survey that we were supposed to fill out on Blackboard, I said that my favorite thing about the school was the abundancy of clubs and opportunities that people can take advantage of here. And even if there is a club that you want to be in, but it doesn't exist, you can always start it. Like Corey, for example, he started the Ultimate Frisbee Club, which is now one of our school's most popular clubs, so it's very possible. But right now, the clubs, student-run clubs, are not as strong as they could be just because of this lack of time that the students have.
But the activity period will give enough time for clubs to gain the strength in not only numbers, but also participation. So essentially, we will help you get your community service needs, hopefully fix the printer problem, and also give you time to go to student-run activities, clubs, and organizations.
If you take nothing else from this speech, just remember these three things. We love our school, we have experience, and we have a plan.
Now, before we end our speeches, I just want to talk briefly about our experiences in student government and kind of what we've taken away from it so far. Because people always come up to me, and they probably come to you guys too, and say, "You're in student government, right? But what do you even do?" Well, over the past 3 years, the four of us have had the privilege of helping organize the talent shows, the blood drives, the music fest, and even prom this year. We've worked alongside students during concession stands at Indian Hill sporting events, and we've raised thousands of dollars for our school and other organizations, as well as collected materials that we've donated. Now, these are the kinds of activities that the four of us love to do. They're the things in which we choose to involve ourselves. And unfortunately, these are the activities that are often overlooked and forgotten. But that's okay, because we don't do these things because we want to look good for college applications, and we don't do these things for appreciation. We do them because, like we said earlier, we genuinely care about Indian Hill. This is our school, and we want to make it the best school it can be. And that's why over the next year, we hope we can continue to do that. Thank you very much for your time.
Great, thank you guys. Now it's time to watch our second video from Becca Dawn and Brad Collins. So sit back and enjoy.
No, Rebecca, it's me, Mr. Rieger. Rebecca, I have a vision for a better school. A better school led by a fantastic student body president. But this can't be just anyone, Rebecca. No, it has to be someone who is smart, involved, funny, a leader, blonde, musically gifted, fun to be around, a good dancer, probably a Mormon. She must wear cute shoes, but most of all, she cares about this school. And I think you know who I'm talking about.
Well?
And one more thing, Rebecca. You're gonna need this.
Oh, that was such a weird dream. Hey, Brad.
Hey, Reva, what's up?
Nothing much. I had this really weird dream where I was talking to Mr. Rieger. Anyways, Mr. Rieger was describing what the perfect student body president would be for next year, and I think he was talking about me.
That sounds interesting. Why don't you come over so we can talk about it?
Okay, be there in a few. PR. I just had this really weird dream where I was talking to Mr. Rieger, and he was describing who would be the perfect student body president next year. And he was basically describing me, and I think it's a sign. I'm gonna run for student body president.
Good for you.
Yeah, well, here's the thing. I need a vice president, but I need someone who's smart, who's accomplished, who has sustained major brain injuries, preferably lives close to me, has to open a navigator, volunteers a lot, maybe qualified for DECA internationals, just someone really great and someone who I get along with.
Yeah, nothing's really coming to mind.
Oh, Annie's calling me. Oh my goodness, Annie, Fred, you should be my vice president.
Sure, I'll do it.
That'd be great, thanks. Okay, well, we also need a secretary.
Yeah. We need someone who's really organized, smart, and friendly, helpful. Probably should be a navigator too. Probably play a sport maybe.
Definitely. And as a female president, I also want someone who, represents strong females.
Hey, Mr. Saeed, I folded your laundry, vacuumed your car, and cleaned the entire classroom. Is there anything else you need me to do?
And
Here's your sandwich. Hello, Indian Hill Marketing, Julie Keithley speaking. How may I help you? Oh, hey guys. You want me to run for student body secretary? I'd love to. Bye, Mr. Saeed.
yeah, the kitchen's that way.
Great. Julie, thank you so much. We can't wait. Okay, great. We have a secretary.
Awesome. Now we just need a treasurer.
A treasurer. Okay, well, we need someone really smart, good with numbers, historically good with money, super intelligent, involved, maybe tutors, probably does band, historically good with money, and preferably dating an Asian.
Oh, I have a perfect idea.
Hey Jordan, I was wondering if I could borrow just a little bit of money. See the classic? Thank you. No, I'm not saying that, Jordan. It's really just like...
Hello? Treasurer? Yeah, I'd love to do that. I think I'm the perfect guy for this job. Can I handle it? Of course I can handle it. If I can count money, jazz band, orchestra band, honor jazz band, powwow band, marching band, powwow marching band, I think I can handle it. Plus I can tutor, count money, and be Jewish all at the same time. In fact, it would be a joy.
Hey, Brad. All right, let's go pick up our cabinet. Wait, who are we even running against?
I don't know. DJ Pauly D?
Oh, all right, well, let's put on some music. This is really good. All right. All right, guys. Let's go win an election.
Rebecca, this car is really nice and all, but I think we should travel to school in something a little more spacious.
This is much better.
Let's get out, guys. Oh God, this is gonna be
Come on, let's keep going.
I don't know what to do now. It's like,
Guys, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I just lost it. I just cried. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
That was super weird. Yeah. Okay, let's go to the election.
Welcome to the stage, Rebecca Dawn, Brad Cummins, Jordan Lentz, and Julie Keaton.
My name is Rebecca Dawn, and as you know, I want to be student body president. So we share a lot of the ideas with the other team, but also we share a genuine love for this school. So my team and I have worked extensively with Dr. Shelton, but also with Dr. Miles, to have realistic ideas that we can accomplish next year for the student body.
Hi, I'm Brad Collins. I'm running for student body vice president. So one of the main ideas we came up with also deals with community service and red and white hours that they touched on earlier. But one difference we have is that we're already in contact with some major organizations that would love to have all of us pull together and pull into one effort for community service days. So basically, we just want to make getting your community service hours as painless, easy, and simple while still remaining meaningful.
Hi, I'm Julie Keithley, and I'm running for student body secretary. Given that the secretary position does not usually single-handedly perform any tasks, if elected, I promise to work with the other members of student government to make the 2013-2014 school year the best year yet for all students. Our team is also open to any suggestions that you may have for the upcoming school year. I hope that everyone, especially the underclassmen, can feel comfortable coming to me and my teammates to make this year the best year possible.
Hello, student body. For those of you who don't know me, my name is Jordan Lentz, and I'm running for treasurer. And for those of you who do know me, I'm very sorry. I know all of you are thinking right now that the position of student body treasurer is very important, and it is my sad duty to tell you today that if you vote for me or if you vote for Animesh, we actually can't really do anything. I can count your money. I can count your money very well for reasons which you have seen in this video, but we're going to count it, and that's really all I can promise. What I want to talk to you guys about is BYOT, which is something they touched on in their speeches too. Now, unless you've been hiding under a rock or something, you know that to print in this school requires a lot of patience and a blessing from the printer gods. And so, what I did is I sat in on a meeting with Ms. Paquet, our technology director, and also our two network advisors, the guys you see in suits who fix all your computer problems. And we have been talking a lot about printing to the library or being able to print to the places around the school that you want to print to. What we have been talking to Dr. Shelton a lot more about, like the other team, is also for you just not have to print anything at all. Even if printing at the library is a possibility, which I'm going to continue to talk to Ms. McKay myself about, we still want to make sure that you guys don't even have to print anything, and now that it's a BYOT school, you just take your stuff and turn it on the computer. I'm going to stop shaking now. Hands back from Rebecca.
From tutoring, he's really good at counting money. So, I have had experience in student government, but we lack in experience, we make up for in passion. Because as members of the junior class, we've had a lot of the same leadership for the past 3 years, and honestly, we can't say that we've seen a lot done.
So we really want to change that. We really want to change that. And so we have a couple ideas that we want to pose. A different idea we have is about the parking lot. So as much as you guys love coming to school, I know you might like leaving it faster, which means that we've been talking with Dr. Sheldon to open it on alternative exits, so that way you guys can get out of the parking lot faster. And even though this doesn't necessarily apply to the sophomores next year, it will, and that'll be an implication or an implementation that will stay there. Also for MP, even though it would be lovely to cut out double blocks, teachers have to have the same number of double blocks for different periods. So a more realistic option we have is so that we're going to let the sophomores and the juniors out of restricted MP sooner. This is important because a lot of times you guys just sit in restricted MP and it's a forced study hall, but we want to make it so that way you guys can do the things you want to do and the things you need to do during MP. Again, we really love this school. We want to do things to change it and make it better. And more than we love the school, we love the student body. So thank you so much for your time.
Now it's time for our question portion of this election. So if we can invite the other team up and Claudia. All right, this is directed to Jeff. You already kind of answered this in your guys' speech, but how does your team represent Indian Hill as a whole, and what experiences have you had that will help you in your role as president?
Well, our team has Jillian, who's been in lots of activities, including Powwow and Braves Beat and NMH, as we talked about in our video and in our speeches, has extensive amounts of community service as well as the clubs that he's participated in. And Corey especially has created his own club at this school, the Ultimate Frisbee Club, which has brought together a lot of students. And then I have participated in things like student government and mock trial. And as we said, all four of us have been in student government for all 3 years of high school, giving us a total 12 years of collected experience.
Thank you. All right. Corey, I have a question for you now. As Vice President, how would you assist the President in delegating responsibilities to the rest of student government?
Okay, the most important thing between the President and I would be communication between us, the student government, the faculty, and the students. There are lots of MP reps and underclassmen officers, so what's important is delegation to get things done, because it was much easier to get 40 people to do the same job that 2 of us would have trouble doing. So the main important thing between us two would be communication, and me and Jeff are good friends, so that isn't a problem.
Okay, Jillian, this question is for you. What do you think is the most important issue facing Indian Hill, and how will you go about it to change it?
I absolutely think that one of the biggest issues that Indian Hill is facing is school spirit. And that's just gonna also be like teaming up with Spirit Club, like we'll talk to people in charge of that and just try to amp up the spirit and just do more promotional things for games, get people out there supporting the teams, and also having better respect for each other and respect for school at pep rallies and things of that nature. So yeah, definitely school spirit.
And Alderman, this question is for you, stepping in as board treasurer. We'd like to thank you, oh my bad. As your school treasurer, sometimes your responsibilities are not limited to managing funds. What other qualities do you have that you would make you a contributing member to your team?
Well, I mean, obviously, I'm not only going to just be counting money and stuff like that, so I'm going to be working with the President, Vice President, and Secretary to organize activities, blood drives, talent shows, stuff like that, as well as delegate tasks to the rest of the student government and even people in the student body who could be of help. So just organizing and delegating, and as well as communicating within the faculty and students.
Thanks. All right, Rebecca, these next questions are for your team. So Rebecca, What do you believe makes a good leader? And how will you use this knowledge to be a good president?
Okay, so I've done a lot of leading in my time, especially. Okay. I've done a lot of leading in my time, but mostly I think my best quality for leading people is that I love people. I love talking to people, and I love having friends. It's really nice. I'm sure you guys do too. But because of our wide involvement, we're involved in a lot of different things, and a lot of different people are involved in student council. So myself, my own involvement, and my team's involvement means that we reach a lot of different groups in the student body. And so I think that because we all love being with the student body and being in different parts, that we really represent every piece of it.
Thank you. Brett, so how would you, as Vice President, seek to balance the priorities of the student body with the needs of the administration?
So we've already talked extensively with Dr. Shelton as well as Dr. Miles, the superintendent. So we've come up with a lot of good ideas, but for most of the things that we have, it's incentives that we give the students that reflect good on us that the administration gets. Like, I said that really horribly, but like the administration would get something and we would get something too. So we both compromise to get what we want. I think that's the best way to do it.
You answered that much better than I did last year.
Julie, my first question for you is, will you go to prom with Matt Carrier? Okay, not really. How will you inspire people to get excited about community service and keep them from waiting last minute to fulfill their service hours?
That was kind of one of the plans that I know Brad talked about. We want to get like the grades as a whole involved with community service and make bigger community service plans rather than having people go out and find things to do on their own. So I think by providing them with more opportunities and doing it as a big group, it'll get them more involved.
Thank you. All right, last question. Jordan, although spirit isn't directly part of your role, what do you think you could do to improve school spirit?
This was a big concern of Dr. Miles when we went to talk to him. And so one solution that we have definitely approved with him and have been talking about with Dr. Shelton is to get some kind of big quarterly incentive for you guys when you come out. So like if the sophomore class comes to the most football games first quarter, or like if the juniors do the most soccer concessions, then you can get like a pizza party. And so it sounds like bribery, I know, but small things that we can give you, realistic things that we can promise you, just because the spirit is what you guys all have, and if you can show it, then you can get pizza or something.
All right, let's thank both groups for coming out. All right, we're back on. We'd like to thank you guys for coming out today to hear both candidate groups. This concludes our student body election portion. Tomorrow morning during first period, you will vote via blackboard for your choice, and the results will be announced at the end of the day. If you are going on the choir field trip, you have the option to vote this afternoon via absentee ballot. The polls will be open on Blackboard from 3 o'clock till 8 o'clock tonight. Just a reminder for candidates, all posters must be removed after school today. Any leftover posters will count as votes against your group. We will now move to the second portion of our assembly with class meetings. Freshmen, you will be in the right balcony. Sophomores, you will be on the left balcony. Juniors, please stay in the auditorium. And as always, stay classy.